Stop ignoring your feelings. Stop ignoring the stuff that's bubbling up during this eclipse. I know there's people out there saying, just roll with it, like go through it, like you'll get through it. Just put your head down, don't have the conversation, don't be reactive. Now, I do agree, don't necessarily be reactive, but you can respond to these things, and I'm going to talk to you about how. If you don't know me, I'm Brenda Malloy, and I'm the co-owner of the House of Compassionate Gratitude, where we seek to help all those we meet lead positive, happy lives. We do it primarily with life coaching and intuitive mediumship. There's a link in my bio for all of that, as well as our workbooks and workshops and other ways to connect. So here's the deal. The astrology of your birth chart and the astrology of the transits in the sky is meant to line things up for you for the transitions throughout your life. So essentially, Venus and the moon will likely be in positive, good, comfy placements when you meet the person that you fall in love with, when you intend to marry. There will be certain placements that will allow you to be in the right place, if you will, the right energetic, mental, emotional space to do something like fall in love. Of course, you have choices and decisions to make throughout that, but the energy lines up so you have the best possible energy for the events that you have planned in your life plan when you came here. Because for you to get a new job, there needs to be the right energy around you in the environments. Things need to be lining up in the appropriate way for you to want a new job, for you to be encouraged to apply for the new job, for you to feel confident or fed up enough to apply for the new job, or to go into a coffee shop where you meet the person who becomes your new boss. All of those things line up because of the astrology that is laid out by all of these transits and your birth chart. That's like the really simple way of explaining this, but here's the deal. When we have things that can feel heavy, like the eclipse that's coming on Sunday, the placement of Saturn again in Pisces. I'm a Pisces sun and moon. Trust me, I feel it. It's there. It's doing its thing. But there are some placements this coming weekend that can feel, if you're listening to all this stuff, you've already heard it, so I'll just repeat it. They can feel kind of tough. They can feel triggering. They can feel restrictive or frustrating. You can feel like you're not being heard or the need to speak louder. And the message that you just need to be quiet and hold that in until the transit passes is escapism. It's avoidance. It's disassociation. That's not what we do. If you work with me anyway, that's not what we do. What we do is we say, okay, there's an energy here that makes me feel like blah, blah, blah. Okay, there's an energy here. And for instance, Mars has been in Libra, right? I have heavy Libra placements. I'm a Libra rising and I have a stellium there. Saturn, Mars, and Pluto. I'll tell you what, I have felt that Mars energy in how I go about my life, like in my how I'm received, how I'm perceived. I feel those activations of that transit. However, this is a big however, you use it to your advantage when you know that it's happening. You can engage the energies. So when I knew that Saturn was going back into Pisces, which rules my 6th house, I said, okay, gym routine, right? Like we've been working on this for a good year and a half now, but gym routine, it's been longer than a year and a half. You get my point. Health, physical fitness, the things I do like that in a daily life. Heavy focus for me. My emotions have played a role in it because my moon is also in Pisces, also in my 6th house. How I feel about going and doing that matters. So on days when I feel really heavy about it, no pun intended, I take notice of it. I respect my body, but I still focus on my health and my routine. See what I'm saying? You notice it. You notice it and say, oh, this feels uncomfortable. I don't like this, or I do like this. However that works, you notice it and you adjust accordingly because that's what the energy is there to do. It's to help you adjust. So there's all this fear mongering about Venus going into Virgo because people could be a little nitpicky with that. Like that's like the low side of Venus and Virgo can be kind of critical and nitpicky. Great, but maybe you need to be. Maybe you need to be picking apart and looking at details of your close personal relationships. Is it supportive? Is it congruent? Are you happy there? Are there things in the relationship that have been driving you nuts and you haven't addressed them? Look at them. It doesn't mean you have to go, bite your partner's head off, right? Or cancel the contract, but it does mean it's giving you the opportunity to take notice, to make decisions, to respond from a place of having greater detail around those relationships, those close personal relationships. this eclipse is happening in a very similar way. So get your journal out. If you don't like journaling, start recording yourself. Start your own little TikTok feed about it, right? Whatever it takes, but get those thoughts out of your head, the feelings out of your heart, the narrative that's been playing there, put it down. I really recommend on paper and say, what is it that I think? Let me see what I think by putting this on paper. What am I feeling? Let me see it outside of myself. Here it is so I can understand it. And then you can adjust accordingly. You can apply for that new job. You can quit the old job. You can go to the gym or not go to the gym, whatever works for you. But taking the opportunity to use the energies in your favor is what we're doing here. They're helping you adjust. If you've been praying for big change, if you've been praying and asking or manifesting for something to come about in your life, this is your opportunity. This is your opportunity to use the energies to change, to engage the change, to embrace the change, to surrender to the change and stop fighting it. And if you duck your head down and you go stay in bed for the next 4 days and ignore and avoid it, I don't think it's going to get you there. Or it might still get you there. And you might not like the method, because that can feel like getting dumped out of bed. And I'll tell you what, I've had that kind of change, and I would much rather grab on and engage it and initiate it and move forward with it than get dumped out of bed. I hope this helps. Again, link in bio if you'd like some support with this.